They say Vegas is empty, so we went to find out. We explored Las Vegas to see if it's really empty. Danny and I have been in the service industry for many years, over 30 years. We've both been to Vegas a number of times, 15 to 20, 30 times. And so we have a baseline
for sure
to see what are we talking about. Every time Vegas is in the news, I'm hearing on YouTube that Vegas is dead. And we're here to talk about it.
Yeah.
I was very apprehensive about actually going to Vegas because of everything that
you've been reading?
Yes. Even to the point of going, I would watch live stream videos on the strip and is Vegas dead, Vegas empty, and things like that. At the end, I'm going to tell you what my overall arching opinion about what we saw.
Okay.
Prior to going, what were your thoughts? Did you have any apprehension? Have you heard anything like that?
I'm a visual. I mean, I usually just wait till I get there and see what's going on because you never know.
I will speak to maybe a year or two ago. Was a year or two ago when we got sticker shock.
Oh my God! Yes.
When we went to Vegas.
Yes. It might have been last year. Was it last year?
It feels like it was last year.
I think it was last year. Yeah.
We got slapped in the face with some big pricing
because the year before that we had went to Nashville.
Right.
That's why we got sticker shock. Yes.
We went to get one of our traditional drinks.
Yes.
Which is a frozen Bailey's at
O'Shea.
And I believe it was $3 and it was end up being $60-something or something.
Yeah, it was like $7
like
with tip and everything. It was almost $80
for 3 drinks. And then we went to, I think it was the Flamingo, just one of the random bars on the floor, and it was nuts.
Yeah.
That was last year. And did you get a sense it was normal?
It felt normal
as far as the number of people there.
Yes.
And the
vibe was good this year. Or last year. We're talking about last year?
Yeah, we're giving a context.
Yes.
Right?
So last year it was I don't know, it wasn't super busy. But
it wasn't super busy, but it didn't feel empty.
No, it wasn't empty by any means. Yeah. And we had picked an off week. It wasn't the Raiders weren't playing at home.
Right.
But for all intents and purposes, it wasn't bad.
Why do you think that some people are proclaiming that, Vegas is dead? Is it because of the gambling apps gambling apps has brought gambling to almost every state? Not a lot, like a lot more states, put it that way, because it's not legal everywhere.
Yeah, so I mean, some of the biggest appeal is, the gambling online, the sports gambling, stuff like that. And I mean, there's casinos, I feel like they're popping up everywhere. As well. So even on your own hometown, now you're popping up casinos, or they're not that far away, or
right.
You know what I mean. So where it was a destination location where there was really only Atlantic City and Vegas.
That's true.
You know what I mean. Before now, I feel like there's casinos almost everywhere.
That's a great point. It used to be when you think of sports betting, when you think of gambling, sitting at a table.
Yeah. It
was just a few places.
Yeah.
Like you said. You either go to this coast, New Jersey, Atlantic City, or you're going to Vegas.
Yeah.
And now I remember when I lived in Buffalo, there was always a small casino.
But it probably only had like the what is it? They call it crap?
The
electronic stuff. Yeah. So it was always like video games and stuff like that compared
Very few had live tables and things like that. Even at the Hard Rock here,
we just adapted that.
We have here, yeah. And so now we have more live gaming. Not a lot though. Still,
it's only at the Seminole properties has full tables.
Okay.
And they just implement. So for a few years, almost like the last 10 years, we had blackjack.
Okay.
And then probably less than 5 years ago, maybe 4 or 3 years ago now, they implemented the other live games like we have craps and roulette and everything other now.
We have craps.
Oh yeah.
Interesting. Oh, yeah. All right. That shows how many times I go. Not very often.
Yeah.
And so, between the casinos and the apps, it brings sports betting to other locations.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, sticker shock. It's real.
Yeah, it's real.
And so we're going to do a show coming up on
best deals
and doing Vegas in an affordable way.
Yeah.
And so stay tuned for that episode. We do content, restaurant content, food and drink content for you each and every week. And so also one thing that was last year when we went that was jarring to me was 000 roulette.
Yeah.
I remember sitting down at a roulette table. I like the mindlessness of it, and you just playing coverage. And then I looked down and I said, what the hell is that? And that changes the odds and the
for
payout
sure.
big time. I'm not playing on any. I got out of there. I'm
Yeah,
not playing.
he walked right away.
Yeah,
I remember that.
There's no
He's
way.
like, there's 3 zeros. I'm good.
yeah. I don't need it that
Yeah.
badly. And there's also a way of how we felt about not being appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as people that come there getting ripped off.
Yeah.
You know, having that feeling and just being very restrictive, it felt like. And of course, we're talking about last year. Then we came across a hike in hotel prices. Not crazy.
Yeah.
But because to me, Vegas hotels are still more affordable than
most hotels.
Most hotels. If you go on vacation or Nashville, when we go to Nashville, it's more expensive to stay.
Oh, for sure.
But what we're used to, maybe where we're like at about 200 a night, like to high 100s, we're looking at like 220 a night, 230, and then the
fees. The resort fees are ridiculous.
Right.
The hotel fees aren't bad at all. It's just when you look at it like, okay, I can deal with that. You click to that second level and that shit doubles on you, yo.
Yes. When you're getting $40, $50, like 40, 45 is what am I paying for?
Yeah. It sometimes it doubles the price of your stay.
Especially if you're doing weekday.
Yeah.
You know, you get a nice deal because, you know, you have
either you get a comp or it's a super low price, and then you look and say, man, that just, okay.
I got.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a normal price.
So then now let's talk about how we felt going to Vegas this year.
Yeah.
And answer the question, is it really empty? Is it dead? What's happening? What was your sense? Because I have my own feelings. Like, what did you, because...
Overall or just like landing, are we going to...
Yeah, overall, because you didn't have that expectation.
Yeah.
I did.
I didn't.
Right.
I thought it was a great year.
I thought so too.
I mean, like, it was probably one of the busier years we've ever been.
Well, I don't agree with that, but I do think that...
Like, foot traffic-wise, it was good. I mean, at least in the last few years.
Right.
Not like back in the day it was... I mean, there's nothing to compare it to. You know what I mean?
Well, think about when we would walk down on the strip and you're going down, you'd be, you know, dodging people like that.
I'm going to say since COVID, because I remember I went COVID year.
Yes.
And it was a graveyard. So
now that's dead.
Yeah, but when you say, I can tell you what dead is completely because I saw it.
Right. You know, so to answer the question, Vegas isn't empty. Vegas isn't dead. It could be that we were on a great weekend.
It might have been a good weekend. I mean, we felt like there wasn't like a convention, but there was some things going on, which is always something going on in Vegas, which is a good thing about it. But
the Titans were playing the Raiders.
Yes,
I think. But I didn't see any Titans jerseys.
I didn't either. I saw more of other jerseys than anything else.
Right.
I mean, you see your Raiders jersey, which you're going to see, which is a fair amount. But besides that, I mean, we saw a lot of Bills, and one of our boys is a Bills fan.
Yes. I saw Bears.
Yeah, I saw the Bears. I mean, I saw other teams compared to the team that they're actually playing.
Now, the way that I imagine things being busy or dead is when, particularly walking down the strip, on the strip, and in the link.
Yeah.
Okay? It could be because there's an uptick because of football season or whatever the case may be. What I did notice was there were in certain spots, like when we're going to a bar, let's say, and you're perhaps too deep.
Yeah.
There weren't any too deep bars.
No, not at all.
Okay?
Nowhere.
Normally you'd have to wait for a machine
to open up or something.
Yeah.
Machines were readily available. You know, I just don't... There was people. I don't know if people are... I don't know if it's just next generation or whatever, but I don't think people are drinking as much as they used to.
They're not drinking, they're not gambling.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't see a lot. It was fall break.
I don't fucking
spring break.
Yeah,
fall break.
Somebody told us a fall break.
Never heard of it.
Like, what are you talking about?
We don't have such a thing, but somewhere
I guess
colleges have this thing, and there were a lot of young people, and there were a lot of people. Nobody had a drink in their hand.
None of them.
Nobody had a drink in their hand.
No.
I mean, we did.
We were drinking, but yeah, I mean, it was far and few in between.
Yeah, and they weren't gambling.
No.
You know, and so when you walk up to a bar, and there's a video poker machine or a video machine, gambling machine in the bar, and you sit down, normally sometimes like you can't even get on one of those.
Yeah.
You know, it's you're squeezing in between to get your drink, and you're like, too bad, so sad. You don't have any.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Right.
You don't have any leverage.
But there was room at the bar.
There was room.
You know, there was. So it could be a regression where Vegas has been building and growing year after year, and it's only natural for a pullback to occur. So that's perhaps what the stories are, is that, you know, when they're given the reports of tourism being down 3%, 5%, 10%, 11%, or whatever the case may be, it probably has gone up 3%, 4%, 5% year over year for so many years. And then any little tipping point, people start lighting their hair on fire and saying that everything's
going
crumbling.
down.
The sky's falling. But it's not. So that's really the conclusion. I didn't feel...
I mean, and people got to eat and drink, but I feel like, yes, I feel like there was people. There was definitely a good amount of people.
Yes.
There was bodies everywhere. There was people everywhere.
Whether or not they're spending...
Yes, that's the thing. And what we did notice was definitely an uptick in more, each property had its own kind of deal running.
Right.
Which was,
and we're going to
was
talk
cool.
about that in another show, because describing to you a couple of years ago when we felt not just ripped off, but things were just kind of outrageous.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
That's why. Because there was no deals last year. There was no deals.
There was one deal.
No, well, yeah, but and we're gonna talk about you on the other show. But there was no real
There was no widespread deals.
No.
Yeah.
We found a deal.
We found a deal.
Yes.
An deal.
Yes. And even in places like that were our really go-to spots, didn't really have deals.
No,
last
they
year.
were hitting you over the head.
Yeah.
You know, and you felt the pinch, and it was not just a pinch. It didn't feel like this is where I wanted to be.
Yeah, it wasn't welcoming.
You know, I could go to South Beach for that.
Yeah,
you know,
all
and
day.
I don't like going to South Beach.
Me too.
I like to feel welcomed, and that I could be free to spend and not tighten up and go, oh, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, you want a little bit of bang for your buck. You want to feel like, you know, yes, you're going to get hit over the head no matter what kind of vacation you go on naturally. You're going to spend money. Okay, we get it. But you also kind of want, while you're there to spend more money, you want to feel like you're getting a deal.
It's not only that you're doing food.
Yeah.
You're doing drinks. It's not only you're doing drinks, you're doing gambling. It's not only you're doing gambling, you're doing things that you don't normally do.
Yeah. Shows, or you're going on, you know, there's so many different... Vegas is an attraction. So, you know, on top of the gambling and the drinking and everything else, there's so many different shows, live shows. There's events going on. There's live music. There's so much stuff going on.
Yes. So we'll talk about doing an affordable Vegas in an upcoming show. So look out for that. And we do this show for you each and every week. If there's something that you'd like us to investigate or speak on, let us know. You can reach out to us. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm I'm at the Modern Waiter Podcast, or on email. If you're listening on the audio podcast, reach out to me. I'm themodernwaiter@gmail.com. And if you're on YouTube, just give us a like and comment. And let us know what you're thinking. What are your thoughts on Vegas? And so we do this for you each and every week. I'm Marlon Joseph, the Modern Waiter.
I'm Danny Villain. Subscribe, people.
We will see you next week.
Later.